you define compassion?
I had to think about that for a while. I think of Christ first when I think of compassion.
Mm-hmm.
I know not everyone will agree with me, but he was very compassionate because he cared for people. He loved people. And I have seen acts of compassion when people have done wrong to someone else, but that person, I guess maybe that really is forgiveness, but they have compassion.
Mm-hmm.
When you see something on the news sometimes of a tragedy, then your heart just aches for that. I consider that compassion.
Mm-hmm.
When you care. Compassion is caring about people, really caring about them. And sometimes it's putting other people before yourself.
Yeah. Explain what you think motivates people to act compassionately.
I think things tug at their heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they put themselves in that position of the person that they're being compassionate to and thinking, how would I want someone to react to me when I need the help?
Mm-hmm.
If it's help, when I need the compassion, when I need a hug, or an uplifting word. I could go on, but I guess I shouldn't.
It's okay.
I feel dumb doing this.
Describe what factors determine how and when we act with compassion.
Could you repeat that slowly?
Mm-hmm.
Could I look at it? Didn't you interview your dad for this?
I am.
Oh, you are? Here, we come up with better answers. I mean, I know what you're saying, but the factors, mine probably sound like the same answer to the second one, in the sense that it's what you see. If you see that a child has been hurt in some way, or if someone's faced the death of a loved one, and you know they're hurting and they start crying, and maybe sometimes you cry with them, or you just give them that hug around the shoulder, and just let them know that you're there for them. I don't know if I'm answering that the way the factors about it, but sometimes we don't always know the people, but we still react compassionately. Did you stop that thing?
Explain if you believe there are any limits to compassion. What are they and why do they exist? The answers can overlap.
I don't know if there's a limit to compassion, but maybe there's a limit to how much a human being can take in from another person. I mean, like, you really feel for it, but then you're like, can you handle it yourself as a person? If it's really something that's just saddens you inside because that other person is saddened, sometimes you can't react the way you want to it. You have to turn away from it. Maybe you shouldn't, but I mean, maybe we do out of self-preservation, if that's the right way to say it. I I guess it's sort of answering it all together. You know, if they I don't know if there really is a limit to compassion. Just a backing off from it, like I said, like, not that you're not still compassionate for that person, but sometimes you have to take a breath and you have to step away from it because it's just overwhelming to your own heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I would say. I mean, there's a difference between the compassion and people taking advantage of you. You know, just giving you a sob story, so to speak, which actually felt like I was kind of getting today from somebody, not you. Not a family member, but then I had to really back up my own thinking and realize that this person is really going through a lot, and just have that compassion for them to remember when I was young, and it is a young mother, and she's going through a lot, and there's a lot of stress there, and finances, and yeah, all that stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I helped you out at all.
Thank you.